Hey, seventh graders, it's me, Mr. Stark. It's Tuesday. I've been watching some of the videos that have been sent in about the SOAP Motorboat Lab, and I think there's some misconceptions out there. So I'm making a video today to try to clear up some of those misconceptions. So first of all, what you needed to do was to make a 30 to 40 second video explaining how the surface tension and cohesion help the boat float, and what happens when you explain what happens to those two forces when you put water or soap in between them. So first of all, let's talk about surface tension. Surface tension is the little skim on the surface of the water that is able to support certain weights. It's the reason that like little aquatic bugs can skim across the top of the water and their weight doesn't push them, make them fall through. It is also, surface tension is also the reason that the boat can float on the water. Okay, the weight of the boat is not heavy enough to displace the amount of water, the weight of water that the weight of the tin foil. So the tin foil does not displace enough water to cause it to not float. Okay, that surface tension is created by an attraction of one water molecule to another water molecule, and that's called cohesion. So cohesion is the attraction of water molecules. If my two hands are water molecules, if they're cohesively bonded, they're interlocked and they're attracted to each other. They're stuck to each other. Okay, can I eventually pull them apart? Yes, if we pull hard enough, those two water molecules will come apart. But they are attracted to each other, and there's a certain amount of strength to that attraction. Now, with that cohesive attraction, my fingers are my fingerprints and stuff like that. That all kind of helps to the ability of me to be able to hold my hands together like this and pull and not be able to pull them apart. Okay. Now, if we interject soap into this equation, or if we put some soap on my fingers, okay, it makes them so that they're not the bond is not as strong. So it weakens it weakens the attraction between the two water molecules, and therefore makes it slippery. Okay. In your case, when you're dealing with the SOAP Motorboat Lab, okay, so we're going to discuss what happens with in the SOAP Motorboat Lab as far as what happens when you interject the soap. So first of all, we have our boat right here, and we put the boat on the water, and the boat is able to float because of surface tension. Okay, if I look closely at the boat and where the boat and the water meet, you can probably see that the water kind of bends around the boat. You can see the water is actually bent. Okay, that's the surface tension, and the bending is those water molecules bonding. The weight of that foil boat is not great enough to break the bond between those water molecules, the cohesive bond between those water molecules. Okay, so we'll back it up here, and we're going to move it, okay, to the back edge of this, and now we are going to interject a little bit of soap behind the boat and see what happens. Okay, so we'll move this away a little bit, like there, and put a drop of soap in there, and the boat gets propelled across the water because what's happening here is that soap is getting in between the water molecules. Okay, the soap is getting between the water molecules, and it's making those water molecules slippery. And what the boat wants to do is it wants to stay with the water that has not had its cohesive bond broken or weakened by the soap. Okay, so the soap actually propels the boat across the water by weakening the water bonds, the cohesive bonds between the water molecules. Okay, so what happens is you have the boat sitting on the water. It's able to do so because of surface tension. When you interject soap into the equation, you are weakening, making these water molecule bonds slippery, and they can't hold together as much. So then the boat goes across the water. So hopefully this helps you in your explanation of why the soap motorboat works. And have a great day, and I'll put this on Google Classroom for you. Bye. One more thing. When you're doing this, make sure that if you try it and do it again, make sure that you change the water every time. Because if you put a new boat in there on top of there and then don't change the water, that water that's in the tray has already gotten its surface tension and cohesive bonds weakened by the soap. So it won't work as well, probably won't work at all the second and third time. So have a great day. Bye.